Is there a question people ask you hate to answer?
That I hate to answer?
Yeah, is there a question, maybe you get a same question all the time, over and over again, you can't stand, something people ask you hate?
I don't really, okay, it's not really that I hate it. I don't hate it. But because I don't blame them for not fully knowing, just because, but, you know, what is it that you do? You know, because I do I do it all. I do, yeah, I messed up, you guys, I cut that out. I do it all. I record, I record music, I'm an artist, I'm an actress, I model, but my modeling I do showcase a lot of my modeling the most, because that is what, I just stay busy with the modeling, like it's every day for me, and, yeah, so I guess just that, you know, like people who say that they're like, oh, I love you so much, I'm a huge fan, but what is it that you do? Well, what are you a fan of, you know? So I guess that, but it doesn't irritate me, it doesn't make me mad, it's just kind of like, oh, you know.
Do you care what people think of you?
I used to. I did. I used to be I used to be like, oh my gosh. But now you can't please everybody. I wake up only to please myself. Because that's all that matters. So, no.
What was the turning point there? How did you go from caring about another person's opinion to being carefree, it sounds like?
I was dating someone, and I was actually following into their footsteps for so long to where I didn't even, it was almost like I was self-conscious of it, like I knew it, but at the same time, I was so in love, like I didn't really care. And it was kind of like following like their dreams and all of that, and just kind of letting mine just set, to the side. And I always cared about what that person thought of me and how they felt of me and what they wanted me to be like. And I wasn't happy. And so at the end of all of it, I was like, I promise to myself and everything that I would never do that again. So I just woke up and just started getting on my shit, and then I was like, that's it. That's how it's supposed to be.
And how long were you guys in a relationship for?
About a year.
And why'd you guys break up?
Oh, just yeah. We just had to agree to disagree on a lot of things. It was just a lot of disagreements. It just kind of got to where it just wasn't working out, so.
Who broke up with who?
It was a mutual thing. It's the safest thing to say.
Did you break up on good terms or bad terms? Even though it was mutual?
I'd say it was pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But, it happens. But, yeah, maybe we can make up and make it right, later in the future. But, yeah.
Now, when it came to caring about the opinion of somebody else, sometimes this can lead for some people to health issues. Sometimes people will go through a certain level of stress, anxiety, depression, worst case, suicidal thoughts.
Right.
Did it ever get that bad for you when you cared about another person's opinion of you?
Not to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to like shoot myself or something like that. Like, I was never like that. Depression, yeah, absolutely. Like, when you put your whole heart and soul into somebody, like, and you're just so head over heels, like, when you experience true love, it can make you really sick. Like, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to eat. I lost a lot of weight. Didn't feel like doing anything. We got real lazy. Just kind of farted my life away there for a minute. But then it's time to snap back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
How long do you think that period of depression lasted for you?
I kind kind of bounced back pretty quick, don't you think, Mom? Like maybe like 2 weeks?
Maybe more like 3. Yeah.
3.
You still have little issues, but
Yeah, like trust issues and stuff, but.
Was this something, this depression that you went through, was this more like self-diagnosed, or you were diagnosed by like a medical doctor of some sort?
No, it was just self-diagnosed. I knew why I was sick, you know. I knew I didn't have to go to a doctor for that.
How were you able to bounce back? Because some people, they might not be able to.
I do have a great support system, and I do have a lot of people watching me, and I do have a awesome mom and dad, and you know, what I do is for not only for myself, but you know, I want to make my family happy, and I want to make my supporters happy, and so I knew I couldn't just fart them away either, and so the pep talks and the support that they were giving me and just like reassuring me who the heck I am, and just I had to realize that.
Now, just curious, I know you didn't get any medical attention, but do you feel like at this point in your life you may need counseling, therapy, or the help of a mental health professional?
In some cases, I kind of feel like I do. Only because like I'll be thinking to myself, gosh, I'm crazy. But then I think it's just the situations that I'm going through that just be making me act like crazy. I think it's like the type of people that I might associate myself with that just make me be like making me crazy as hell. But you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, if that's what it is, if that's what it would take, you know, maybe to like make me stop thinking I'm so crazy, is to sit down with somebody, and I wouldn't be opposed to counseling or anything like that.
Just curious. Now, what about music-wise? Okay, I know you don't care about a person's opinion of you personally, but what about your music? You care what people think about your music?
I love to make, my music is my music, and if it makes me happy, if I like it, then I know someone else out there is gonna like it. I mean, to some extent, I do care what people think about my music. You know, when they tell me, oh, the quality is this, or you know, the mix isn't that, or you know, stuff like that. Like the little quirks, I do care about those things. You know, because those are things to make it better. Because for the most part, people are just looking out. They just really want to help. So, I care.